I'm Leslie Sung, the Council Manager at Walton Community Council, and I will be discussing with one of our parish councillors some concerns that we have about the development of the South East expansion area. So Jamie, please introduce yourself, and also before we go on to our main discussion, tell me what you love about living in our area of Milton Keynes.
Hello, my name is Jaime Tamagnini. I'm a councillor on Walton Community Council, and I represent specifically Old Farm Park and Browns Wood. The reason why I love this area, I've moved to the MK7 postcode in 1996, and it was the green spaces, Caldecott Lake, the ease of moving around the city without any queues, any traffic queues. So I got involved in the community. I was ward councillor on Milton Keynes Council for 10 years, and I've always been involved with Walton Community Council or Kensal and Monkston Parish Council ever since I've been in Milton Keynes.
And why do you think it's important that Walton residents are fully aware of the South East expansion area plans, and why should they respond to the public consultation before it ends on the 19th of April?
The development will have an impact on our area forever. We are no longer going to be on the edge of town. We are going to have expansion around us. It's very important that people respond to this consultation so that we get things right. We've seen other expansion areas where the ethos of Milton Keynes has changed there, like Brooklands and Broughton, and they have not been successful expansions to Milton Keynes. So getting involved now will make sure that the right facilities are there for when people move in. We want our neighbours to have the same sort of facilities, green spaces that we have, for two reasons. One, it's only fair that they have what we've got. And two, if they haven't got what we've got, then it's going to have a severe impact on our own facilities and their availability to us.
Yeah, so one of the main areas of concern is the impact the development may have on the tributaries to Caldecott Brook and the damage that this may cause if Milton Keynes Council do not take a more holistic approach to flood prevention. Can you just explain a few things around that, please?
Caldecott Brook has quite a big hydrological basin. That means it collects water from quite a wide area. It goes past Beethoven Crescent, Island Close, and in times of high rainfall, it can become overwhelmed. A few years ago, when the area was first developed, the pipes that they did to connect it from Wadesmill Lane in Walnut Tree to Caldecott Lake were too narrow, and that meant that that area was flooding on a regular basis. It flooded houses in Hawcliffe Bray, it flooded houses in Wadesmill Lane, it meant that kids could not get to school when that area was flooded. So that impact was very much at the forefront of my thoughts when they said that we're going to develop this area. Buildings are not permeable, so that water is going to speed down a lot faster, and Wadesmill Lane cannot be corrected any further. The brook at Wadesmill Lane cannot be corrected any further. So we need to make sure that the hydrological impact stays within the new development area. It does not come downstream to us to deal with, because since the work was done in 2008, there has no longer been flooding in Walnut Tree. If it's not done properly, that impact can come back. That flooding can go back to Walnut Tree and Browns Wood and Old Farm Park. And that's the last thing that those residents need or deserve.
So what do you think should be done in the South East extension area to prevent the risks of flooding and subsidence in the Walton area?
one of the things that needs to be done is that an independent person needs to conduct a hydrological survey. That means how the water moves around, how fast it's going, what happens in times of drought and in times of high rainfall. If that is done, then it means that the planners at Milton Keynes Council can be advised on the right format of works that are needed in order to make the thing sustainable. It could be simple things like balancing lakes, balancing ponds. We've got a few around our own patch. What they term as sustainable urban drainage systems, in short SUDS, but colloquially known as French drains. It basically make a trench, drop some shingle down it, and that stores the water. It slows it down. These are all important things to be done in order to retain the water in the development site that otherwise would be moving along a lot faster down Caldicott Brook towards Walnut Tree.
Mm. Right. So, you know, if it seems that the planners they must get this right, because retrofitting a solution will be far more costly. So what do residents now need to do?
You're quite right about raising the cost, because the Wades Mill lane works. To retrofit those pipes, to get rid of the Japanese garden that was there a few years ago, all of that work costs in excess of £1.5 million. So retrofitting is not an option, because if it's not done right in the first place, it'll flood people's homes, and then it'll take ages to get it sorted out. So people must respond to the consultation in good time. They must go to Walton Community Council's response, see what we've written, copy it or put it in their own words, but have a look at what those development plans are and definitely respond. It is so important, so vital that we get these things right now, because otherwise our schools are going to get overwhelmed, our doctors are going to get overwhelmed, Caldicott Brook is going to get overwhelmed, and that means that people's insurance and flood risk goes up.
That's right, and you know, and residents, if they go onto the Walton Community Council .gov.uk site, if they've never responded to a consultation before, then we've got lots of helpful advice and a pre-written text to help them to respond to Milton Keynes Council in good time. Anyway, Jamie, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.